GT's the first one, and he's the only one now because F1 Sniper just got invalid lap. So OGT, this could be big here, and he's done.
It's not quite as big as what we were hoping, and that is it. They're all they're all in the pits now. So there we have it. Voodoo takes pole position, Wilco.
Yeah, so Voodoo first, OGT second, and Righty up to P3. So that's gonna be interesting.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Green light, go, go, go. Sorry to cut you short there, Wilco, on that video, but we are racing here for round 9, the mental health awareness round here for KRL. And it's Voodoo making a good start, but OGT, his championship rival, not far away. Either is Righty, mind you, trying to have a sneaky look down the inside of turn 1, but Voodoo holds the lead through the first corner. Now through turns 3 and 4 up to the barbecue. For the first time, it is Voodoo leading, Righty slotting into second place. OGT further behind him, but it looks like everybody has
had a mistake.
Got away cleanly, but Righty has had a moment, Wilco.
Yeah, he got on the exit curve there and spat him out, and yeah, he just stuck the wall on the outside, so he might have a little bit of damage, but yeah, everyone's getting through nice and cleanly so far.
There we go. So 30-minute race, you know the drill here in for KRL, and in his comfort zone at the moment. 3 seconds that gap ahead of this man. It doesn't look like 3 seconds, but there we have it. You can see on the top left-hand corner of your screen, 5 seconds ahead of Binger. So the top 3, a very familiar top 3. Wilco, not quite Ham, Bot, Ver, but we've seen Vu, OG, and Bing. That's a terrible joke, isn't it? If it indeed it is a joke.
It would actually be Vu, OGT, and Bing. Or Bin.
Vu, OG, and Bin. But anyway, Sniper down there. That's terrible, isn't it? Righty all trying for the undercut, which will be very interesting to see how that pans out with 16 or so minutes remaining in this race. Don't forget, get your comments coming in. We'd love to hear from you like we do each and every week. And hashtag all OGT into the pits. So he's pulled the trigger a little bit before Voodoo. So this is going to make things very interesting or spicy, as our mate Rob would say, Wilco. There we go. So he's not going to be happy with that after that. But there we have OGT. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Voodoo coming out of the pit lane. This is going to be close, but I reckon Voodoo's got the job done. OGT.
Yes, he's going to have low pressures, so that's going to be big. OGT has to push hard for this lap here and try and catch up.
OGT already up to pressure, up to speed. Those tyres are going to have the heat and the temperature in them. Voodoo, cold tyres getting up to speed again after coming out of the pit. So that gap, it says 7 seconds, but it's sure as hell not 7 seconds, I don't think, from what I can see. And Binger up to third now, GRT. So all of these positions, this could be the last lap of this race. Is Voodoo going to make sure of it? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. He's got the timing perfect. He's had a perfect season. He's had a perfect race. And now he is the Tier 2 champion for KRL. What a night to do it on as well. On mental health round 9 of this championship. A very special moment for Voodoo. OGT lines up alongside him. Finishes second as the donuts begin. What a night to wrap the championship up. A cause very close to Voodoo's heart, of course, and a fantastic performance from him tonight. I think he might have got the Wilco Slam as Binger King comes along in third. GRT, good result after that early pit stop in fourth. Didn't quite work out for Righty as he comes through to complete the race tonight. F1 Sniper not too far behind him in the end. He'll finish in P6. Good vibes. Drop back a little bit, but he's going to finish P7 for the sole McLaren, number 64 in this race. The checkered flag waves. Aussie Thunder, 2 points for him. Kilroy, 1 point. They had a little spicy battle there for a short while, but he finishes in the end in 9th position. Here comes Nobby Nuts. The battle's right through the field, of course, and Nobby Nuts is going to get points tonight. Mac Miller as well, outside of the points, I should say. Rick Oztech in the pit lane. And here comes Wolfie.
guys, this is your hot lap video for Tier 2 KRL. It's OGT in the Lexus RCF. Here we go, coming across the start finish line. We're going to be looking to break between the 150 board for Hell Corner. We need a good exit here for our climb up Mountain Straight. Hard on the gas, up through the gears. We're going to be looking for the little off-road on the left as our braking zone for Quarry Bend. Coming out of Quarry Bend, we're going to slip it back to the left. We're going to be looking up for the Audi board as a liner for a straight braking zone. Into the cutting. Up into fourth gear for Sulman, turning in early. Hard on the gas down through the grate. And here we go across the top. Cars on edge for our run into Skyline. Trying to settle a car to get into the dipper. Run it down to Forest Elbow. Need to brake early here so we can get a good exit onto Conrod. Down through the gears, we'll hit max speed of 280. A lot of passing down here. We're going to stick to the left so we can swing it through the kink. And then we're going to brake between the 100 and 150 board. Into the Caltex chase. Do not hit the inside curve there. Hard on the throttle down to the final corner, Murray's corner. Braking in between the 100 and the 50 board. Hard on the throttle and across the line for 202. And there's your lap at Bathurst. Enjoy the finales.
Welcome to KRL. In your screen at the one time. Oh no! Look at this! Harvey Norman looking to make moves on Mighty Murph, but I reckon Barnes is going to make him pay. And he sticks it down the moment. Can't do it, almost sends Wilco off, but Wilco manages to keep his foot in the championship. But the new boy up to P5. Look at that, he's trying to break the slipstream on the main straight. But he is under pressure here. Great effort from Static Hats first, second, third, fourth, and fifth all together. He's got a run on him. Is he going to make a move down into turn one? I reckon he is. Down the inside, he's basically fully sending it. The final corner, he will take P7 I reckon, but Jimbo and Rob Dog, he's going to get his first points of the year as well. Who's going to take? It's time to go racing for KRL. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you're watching right around the world. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to round 10 and the final round of this Tier 2 Championship for this Kid Buyers Racing League season number 2. And we are here at the famous Mount Panorama Circuit in Bathurst, New South Wales for the season finale tonight. And what an absolute fantastic turnout we have tonight. Despite the Drivers' Championship being wrapped up, still the Constructors' Championship. We could get a few surprises there. But you can see on the left-hand corner of your screen, Righty, Kilroy, Aussie Thunder, Skippy Can Do. Not Skippy Kando. We've been notified about that. Sniper, Good Vibes, Prince Albert. Buenos noches, Prince Albert. And Matterford Mac Miller, Voodoo. Timing impeccable, Voodoo. Season finale going to be intense. for qualifying, and that is coming from our Tier 2 champion, Voodoo. We'll get to the points in just a few moments. And who else have we got? OGT. That was OGT's hot lap that you saw prior to us going live here tonight. It's the Wolf as well, who'll be looking to score points here as well. And Rick Oz Tech. Shootout order, reverse top 10. There's a driver in the top 10 that isn't racing. Everyone will move up a spot. First 5 minutes of the session is free for all quali between Hooked, Righty and Skippy Can Do. And then we have the order of the shootout. It's the Wolf, Rick Oztech, Mac, Sniper Thunder, Good Vibes, Kilroy, Binger, OGT, and a V is for Voodoo. And Jimmy Barton says, guess who's back? Back again. Jimbo's back. Like his Facebook page. There we have it. Great to see you, Jimmy, and James Barton, of course. Fantastic stuff. Great to see him on as Voodoo as well. 6 people watching. That's just what we want to see. That's what this man wants to see alongside me in the commentary box. It's our Tier 2 champion. Back-to-back. Can he do the Hawthorn thing and go 3 in a row?
Tier 2 champion, Trev. What are you doing?
Tier 2 champion.
That's Voodoo.
As Voodoo, but you're the Tier 1 man. We know that, but good luck, everyone. Good Luke, everyone, says Aussie Thunder, whichever way you want to read that. But Wilco, good evening to you. Where has this season gone, Jason Wilkinson?
I don't know, but I'll tell you what, you need to get on board with Righty now, because Righty is the car on track, because it's got Righty, Skippy, and running the number 1, which is a bit funny when you've only done 1 race of the season. Maybe that's what it's for, is these races started and finished. But yeah, we're done on board with Righty. But yeah. Bathurst, how good is it? Season's gone really quick, hasn't it? 10 rounds and it's gone in the blink of an eye. So here we are, last round, and the first time ever Tier 2 boys are getting a shootout. So it's going to be on. So these boys here, they're going to get a couple laps at the start, which is the normal thing we do. If you finish outside the top 10 in the championship, you'll get a couple laps really. First 5 minutes of the session just to set a lap time. So Righty goes bang with a 2:03.6, which is already fucking up there. So yeah, we should see some quick times. We had a little practice shootout about 20 minutes ago, and it was OG that actually popped in a 2:02.4 with Binger in a 2:02.8. Voodoo actually crashed out on his practice shootout lap, so that could be something to go. Albert is racing tonight. Yes, I've just seen the comment there. He and Maddie guys to do the wild card, so they're not allowed to do qualifying. So they'll be sit in the pit lane for 40 minutes, hopefully not too rusty when they get out on track for the race, Trev. These comments, Wilco, are streaming in, if you pardon the pun. Aussie Thunder there, good luck everyone. Jimbo, been ages, feels great to be back watching this stream and cheering on his man Voodoo. Voodoo saying, watch me crash during qualifying, Jimbo. And Scott Jordison says, go Alberto. Kick butt tonight. Good luck, Binger and Aussie too. Scott, please head over to, oh my goodness, Righty's had a moment there coming up the mountain, and that could be the end of, well, he's done a 2:03.6, so like you said, Wilco, thanks for watching, Scott, by the way, but that is a handy time, isn't it? 2:03.6. This circuit, of course, opened in 1938, 6.2 kilometres, elevation, lowest point to highest point of 174 metres, 862 metres above sea level, and I'm sure that that information, you really needed to know that information. Jump on board Mr. Hooker there, Trev.
And let's have a look at Mr. Hooker. In fact, I was about to say something else, but I've totally forgotten it as we wait for this lap from LJ Hooker. Voodoo, best of luck, everyone. Wolf is on his warm-up lap now. Let's get qualifying underway. And you said these boys, these Tier 2 guys, were very keen for the top 10 shootout. There was plenty of banter, wasn't there, last week, Wilco, coming into tonight?
Oh, yeah. Everyone loves the top 10 shootout around Bathurst. So we thought, may as well get the Tier 2 boys involved. So a few guys that might miss out in the Tier 1 shootout, they all get to go tonight. And of course, we're missing GRT, Stat, and Nobby, which meant that 3 drivers have all been bumped up, and Heat was one of those guys who got bumped up into the top 10, but he's unfortunately not here as well. So that has put up Wolfie, Rick, and Mac are the 3 guys that jumped into the shootout who actually did finish outside the top 10. So this is good for them. They get their own spotlight, Trev. And our man Wolfie as well, so that's going to be good to see. As Hooker comes around the last corner, what's going to be? Is it going to be faster than his last time?
Let's
Yeah,
have
it
a
is.
look.
So he only jumped on the game before, so that's fair enough. That's a nice banker time there. So anyone in the top 10 who misses or mucks up their lap, you'll you'll see that Hooked will get in front of him, as everyone now only has one lap. So let's jump on board with Wolfie, as you already are, and let's see what this big Nissan can do.
Yes, let's check this out down Conrod Straight, just warming the tyres, the brakes, everything up. Jimbo saying, Jimbo to race tonight. What do you think, Jason Wilkinson? I guess it's never too late, but we'll wait and see about that. Righty to lose his time, exceeding track limits, says Jimbo. Best of luck, everyone, says Voodoo. But here we go then, round 10, like we said, of this championship, the grand finale. KRL, Amelia, Romagna, Pirelli, Huey's Bakehouse, Sinbad's Carrum Downs race here tonight. Not quite as long as the Italian Grand Prix, but anyway, here comes Wolfie now into turn 1, into Hell's Corner. And he's taken that pretty well, not too wide there. Not taking a great deal of curb there, Wilco. He's being very kind on that car at the moment.
Yeah, you don't want to touch the inside curb there because it will throw you wide. I'm not sure how this. I think this GTR is pretty good over curbs, so we should see some nice times here from him, and of course Binger is obviously his teammate. But through Griffin's Bend here, Quarry Corner, whatever you want to call it. Oh, a bit of wheel spin on exit there. Wolfie's up on it here, Trev, into the cutting.
Here we go, coming up the mountain. She'll be coming up the mountain. Here we go. A little bit of a twitchy moment there for Wolf, but he it's a pretty hectic qualifying session, isn't it, with this top 10 shootout tonight? As Matt,
sideways, Wolfie, I love it.
As I love these camera angles too, don't you, Wilco, on this game? Assetto Corsa now coming across the top, and this man sitting 17th in the Drivers' Championship, 2 points. He's not far off you, Jimbo. In fact, he's level, 16th and 17th, respectively, Jimbo and It's the Wolf. But this man, one of our favourites, of course, Tier 1 commentator on Thursday nights, and he gives it his absolute 100%, doesn't he, Wilco? And that's what we love about him.
Oh, yeah, he's a fan favourite. He's a very ladies' man. He's got the big mohawk and a big third leg as well, Trev. So I'll try and put that into nice words there. But Wolfie coming down Conrod Straight. He's on a lap at the moment, so he's just got to get these last couple of corners right, and he's got a lap time on the board, which is what he wants.
He's had a couple of moments, but down Conrod Straight, heading towards the chase. Turns 20, 21 and 22. As Jimbo says, we'll be going round the mountain. Here we come. Yeehaw! Here comes Wolfie. Not a bad finish to this lap. It's looked pretty neat and tidy, like we said, barring a few moments at the top of the hill. But here he comes into Murray's Corner. And where is this lap going to put him? We'll wait and see.
Put him into second, I think.
Second, I reckon.
Yeah, it should be.
I reckon that's a pretty safe bet. There we go, bang. So up to second.
2:06.9. Nice lap there, Wolfie. Well done, mates.
Great stuff. Very neat and tidy indeed. And he's kept going. He's kept going.
Everyone's going to go dead straight at turn 1 and return to garage there, that's the thing to do. It looks a bit funny on the stream, Trev.
There we go. Yep, just took me by surprise. But Wolfie is now back into the pit lane.
Rico.
And who is out next? I hear
Rick
you ask.
Down the very bottom there.
Rick
So
Oztec.
he's going to hope to jump up this order, Trev. So here we go. The Ferrari driver starting the lap. First Ferrari of the night.
Here we go. First Ferrari of the night. Always beautiful to watch these Ferraris, of course. And Rick Oztec. Another one of our drivers who turns up each and every week. Very respectful driver, of course. Currently, he has 7 points in this championship. And like we said, things might be wrapped up in the Drivers' Championship. But still plenty to play for here tonight. It's all about pride, isn't it, here tonight at Bathurst, Wilco? It is one of those, it's probably the one of, if not the most famous track on our calendar. And certainly in motorsport in general. As OGT, good luck, fellas. Intensity rising. It sure is, OGT. Big thank you for providing us with that hot lap as well. Voodoo says top lap Wolf. Great stuff. It was a very solid lap, wasn't it? A 206, 207, I think.
206.9.
206.9, I beg your pardon. So, yeah, just sneaking under the 207. Smash it in, Rick, says Voodoo. And Voodoo's got a fair amount of time to wait, doesn't he, Wilco? Because he's, of course, reverse order. So Voodoo is going to be the last guy out there. But Rick Oztec, here we go. Let's have a look and see what he can do. We're coming through, I think, the Dipper now, I think. Here we go, approaching Forest Elbow, then back onto Conrod Straight. Not much room at all, not much There's never much margin for error around this Bathurst track. As Voodoo saying, he's got 666. There's that number again, years to wait. But don't worry, it'll come around quick enough. So down Conrod straight, 11 people on the stream. Great to have you with us as we have the top 10 shootout. You can see the times in the top left-hand corner of your screen. It was a free-for-all in the opening 5 or so minutes of this session, which saw Righty and LJ Hooker come out and have a crack at it, which saw Righty on pole position with a 203.6. But what can Rick Oztech do, Wilco? It's looked so far so good this lap.
Yeah, pretty nice lap. He might slot into, I reckon he's going to slot into 4th. He's probably, I think it is actually his first lap of the week here as he's been working away from home. So still just to the lap time is a good shot as he comes to the line. 2:12. So that's a good lap for someone that has not done any laps here tonight.
Good lap indeed, and we're going to go right across to Mac Miller, who's done, well, he's done fairly well, hasn't he? We don't call his name too often, but he's been pretty quick. As Jimbo says, who are you going to call? Ghostbusters, there we go. I ain't afraid of no ghost, says Jimbo. V for Voodoo, I ain't afraid of no ghost unless it's VR phasmophobia. Tried to hook my PlayStation VR headset up to Steam VR and had all sorts of issues. Voodoo, I would have loved to have joined you on Steam, but anyway, no, not this time. But Mac now coming up the top of the hill. Are we seeing drivers? It is one-shot quali effectively, isn't it, in this top 10 shootout, Wilco? Are we seeing drivers going a little bit too easy? Are they pushing quite as hard as what they would in a regular qualifying session, do you think, or are they just looking to play it safe?
I feel like these guys down the back end of the 10 are going to be just trying to set lap time just to sort of get their name up there and the potential. Oh, that's very committed through there. Max actually stepped it up here this lap. He's got the pressures in the window now, so he's looking good. Oh, that was beautiful over the top there. But yeah, these boys at the top end of the 10 are going to be just trying to set lap time. As Max sort of changed that now, he's really going for it. Oh, there's pretty wild through the dipper there, but once you get to your Voodoos and Binger and OG, even Kilroy and Aussie, they're all going to be balls to the walls, Trev. So I feel like we could see some loose laps towards the end of the session here, but Max done a pretty good lap so far. So we should see, hopefully, him challenging Righty for P1.
Heading down towards the chase for Mac Miller. Pretty tidy lap so far, as Wilco mentioned. Albert says, good night, lads. Good luck to everybody. Buenos noches, and good night to you, Albert. You know the drill. Keep the stream going in the background as you drift off to sleep. Phasmophobia, we need to see you play that again, Trev. Good times watching you shit yourself. That doesn't take much. As Righty says, it's very slippery out there, boys. So a little bit of feedback from the drivers here. Righty, of course, going out on track for the first driver out on the circuit as Mac Miller shoots up to second.
2:05.1, beautiful.
Good luck, LJ Hooker, you're the best. Says good luck, top 10. It's slippery out there, and as Mac goes off back to the pit lane, a nice shot of the crowd there too.
Scotty,
Sniper.
F1 Sniper.
So we've got F1
the New Zealander,
Sniper
the Kiwi brew.
The Kiwi, Kia Ora or Kia Runner, whichever one it is. Hopefully I was saying the right one when I went over to the Cook Islands on my honeymoon. But anyway, they couldn't get rid of me quick enough, Wilco. That was before COVID,
this
though.
This boy has been quick this week. He's been in the 204s. So
and he has, well,
we're going to see what's he going to do tonight.
Let's have a look through turn 1. Smashed it, Mac. Well done. Righty, you crazy racer, says Jimbo. Jimbo, up and about. It's great to have him back watching this. A dozen. Can we get to Buddy 13? Let's hope we can. We just need one person out there in the world to tune into this, Wilco, and we'll have the Buddy Franklin 13. But up the top, here we go, around for this lap. F1 Sniper 75, the Kiwi. If I can just get these points in front of me, what's he done? F1 Sniper, 26 points. He's inside the top 10 in the points. So there are still a few opportunities for these guys tonight, Wilco. We said that the championship may be done at the top, at the business end of things, but still plenty to play for in the midfield, isn't there, tonight?
Oh yeah, definitely. You want to be in that top 5 come the end of the championship, just to sort of, get a little bit of momentum. And also, you want to finish off this season strong too. So most of the boys here, Bathurst is their favourite track. Funny enough, Trev, Albert is not a fan of this track. So I don't like Barcelona, and I didn't win. So maybe that's a sign for tomorrow night of Albert not liking Bathurst and me winning.
Interesting stuff. Barcelona, this is a little bit Bit of a different circuit, isn't it, to Barcelona? Barcelona, not one of the most exciting tracks going around. As we've got Ian MC 199 says, Wilco, what platform do you guys race on? PS4. LJ Hooker and Voodoo confirming that in the comments section. PS4/PS5. I'd love to find a PS5, Wilco, if you know where one is.
Well, I know a few boys that have one, so we'll have to go for a drive down to Tassie and maybe up to Brisbane. I know V8 Man has one up in Brisbane, so maybe we'll have to go a bit. I won't finish that joke, Trev. As Sniper across the line up to P2.
Sniper,
Nice.
P2. Look at that.
Bang,
Just
bang.
a second. Bang, bang. 203, 204.6. I can't count, can I? But there we go. Up to second. Nonetheless, so yes, Ian, MC199, we are on the PS4/PS5. So we would love to, we're taking, I'm tuning in from the UK. Nice one. Let us know what time it is over there. It couldn't be much colder than what it is here at the moment. It's very chilly outside, but as we get on to Aussie Thunder, the number 71 Ferrari. So this is throwing the cat amongst the pigeons, Wilco. This top 10 shootout, we're seeing a few interesting results so far, aren't we? With half the drivers yet to set a lap.
Yes, and if you do remember last season in the Tier 1 shootout, Rob Dog, he sort of, again, same as this season, missed a few races. So he was actually outside the top 10. He actually qualified 4th because he got that extra lap and only did a nice lap time. So definitely doing this this way gives everyone a chance. If you had a bad season at the start, you're outside the top 10, you get to have a couple cracks at a lap around Bathurst, and that's sometimes is all you need to go faster, as Aussie Thunder is on a lap right now.
And it looks like it's a very good lap as well. Ian saying 11:20 a.m. over in the UK. Great to have you with us, LJ Hooker. Thank you. Welcome to the KRL family. Better late than never. It is the final round of this championship, but stay tuned to all of our socials to get updates. I love that starting to come down the hill. It reminds me of our intro, Wilco. You remember we filmed that that day?
It's come from, Trev.
It looks absolutely magnificent, doesn't it? The camera angles around here. But no, hello to you.
Let's go racing.
Let's get ready to go. It was it one take for that, Wilco?
Yeah,
one take.
Yeah, we'll say that.
It never didn't take. If anyone wants to know, it was one take. We didn't take the whole morning up. Be sure to subscribe, Ian. We have Tier 1 on tomorrow night as well, as you can see on your screen. Tier 2 on Wednesday nights. Tier 1 on Thursday nights. And boy, oh boy, you do not want to miss Tier 1. As I can hear Taylor in the background there. Daddy's just streaming at the moment, so I can't help you out there. But the one take master, says Voodoo. That's very kind of you, isn't it? But let's have a look at Aussie Thunder. Where has this lap gone? 13 people.
Second.
And up to second. So the times, it's getting quicker. We heard Righty say about the track conditions were looking slippery early on. But optimum track conditions now, so is there a little bit more grip out there, Wilco?
Yeah, the time progression is on 0, so everyone has the exact same track conditions, but I don't know if it still rubbers up a little bit, so that could be something to sort of look at. So Vibesy in that beautiful McLaren, Trev, how good does that car look? He's got no teammate tonight as Sat is away, but he's going to be going hard for this McLaren around Bathurst, Trev.
As he should. It's just got to be orange and a McLaren. And it's a yes from me. Great stuff. Good vibes. He is on 58 points. Just because I'm talking about all of the drivers and where they are in the championship and how many points they've scored as he climbs the hill. Beautiful camera angle. So close to the wall there. Solid lap, says Matterford. Go get it, Vibesy, says Voodoo. You killed it, Aussie. That was a very good lap indeed. Tick under 20 minutes remaining in this session, but time not a factor tonight, of course, because we are going to get all of the drivers' laps in. I think whilst someone is on a hot lap, as Ian has subscribed, I forgot to put the bloody subscriber notification on there, Wilco, which is Steve Smith. Thanks for subscribing. Yes, good stuff. 13 people watching, Wilco, and I know that makes you happy. Buddy 13 down there in Launceston against North a few years ago. How good was that game? But good vibes coming out onto Conrod Straight through Forest Elbow, and he's got a job in front of him as we reach. What type of speeds are we getting at the top end here? We'll go close to...
I'm on board right now, so I'll tell you exactly what top speed he's getting. It's probably around the 270 to 280 mark for most of these cars. Vibesy 270, 275, 281. He just clicked as he hit the brakes on. Big braking down into the chase here. Change of direction, looking good. This could be challenging righty here, Trev.
Let's have a look. We've hit 281, says Voodoo, as Voodoo wants to know whether someone's dropped off the grid. Through the chase, Murray's corner, and the start-finish line is all we have left for Good Vibes. And here we go, up into 5th. Well, it looked pretty good over the top of the mountain, as Voodoo's saying the Honda can hit 285 around here. That is interesting. But this man, speaking of favourites, we've got Kilroy, and I can already tell, Wilco, that he means business. He is a quiet achiever, doesn't he? He's had driver of the day a couple of times, and he just gets that job done, doesn't he? You look up, and next minute, boom, he's up to 4th, he's up to 5th, and a pretty handy peddler, Kilroy.
Yeah, he's a very smooth operator, Trev, and a very nice bloody bloke. He's an absolute ripper of a bloke, so hopefully Kilroy can put it onto the front row of the grid here before all these other boys get their lap underway.
Let's have a look at Kilroy now. Coming up, cutting, Quarry, you name it, Frog Hollow, McPhillamy, all the great corners here around this classical Australian circuit. As might not be for Prince Albert, but all of the Aussies love it. And Kilroy, oh my goodness, he took a bit too much curb there. It just put him on the wrong foot. Coming across the top of the hill, but he's managed to keep it together, Wilco, but that could hurt his lap time. We'll wait and see. What a very good catch indeed. That was a classic catch, Voodoo, that's for sure. Look at that camera angle. Let's get ready to go racing, of course, but Kilroy now as 16, sweet 16, watching this live stream, and boy, oh boy, it is an absolute pleasure to bring this to you, the grand finale in Bathurst. It's become KRL tradition, hasn't it, over the last 2 or 3 years? But Kilroy, let us know, Voodoo, he will need a new set of pants after that, that's for sure, because he would be absolutely shitting himself. Not sure whether I can say that, but I just did. So Kilroy then coming through the chase. He's kept it all together now, taking a little bit too much curb. Coming out of the chase, Kilroy then, 1 corner to go. Voodoo going very early with the call. He says Binger to go to pole position. So let's have a look.
Kilroy just run a little bit deep in the last corner. Still should getting up to the top 4 on the front row of the grid with that massive moment through the grate. So that is a ripper time there, Kilroy. Good stuff, mate. But yeah, here we go. The big 3. Binger, OG and Voodoo. Those 3 have been the quickest all season. So this is going to be a good 3 hot laps you're going to see here. Hopefully they all can put it together and we could see a very close finish here. So here we go. The big Nissan, big Binger.
Let's have a look at Bingerling, 3rd in the championship. Could have possibly been a bit of a potential, you know, he could have been in there in contention there, but Voodoo and OGT really have been in a class of their own as well. But it's always been pretty close between those 3, hasn't it? Right throughout the course of this season. Through turn 1. Looking very nice indeed. As Wilco said earlier, you do not want to take too much curb going through there. It will really upset the car. Heading up to where are we? Mountain Straight, of course. Heading up the mountain now. So Binger King, delay leaving the pits until OGT is up to the top of the mountain. So pretty handy advice there. We don't want these cars overlapping at all, do we, Wilco? We don't want any traffic. As let's have a look now. Binger, as OGT, I think, is just coming out, getting ready for his run. And first, I shouldn't say first of the big boys to come out to play, but are we going to see that time of
committed.
2:03.6?
He's committed.
He is committed.
We could see a 2 here. Oh, he's wide through there, but he's fucking kept it pinned.
And
again, he's just struggling with a bit of front tyre temp, so hopefully by the end of the lap they should be up and running. Oh, he threw it into Skyline there. He's slowing it up. Now get a turn for the dipper. Close to the wall. Beautiful there. Binger's looking on here. We could see a 2, Trev, as he goes into Forest Elbow.
We could see a 2. I wouldn't be surprised if we do. This man not afraid of commitment, that's for sure. My goodness, how close was he? How close was he through coming onto Conrod straight through Forest Elbow? There we have it. Copy that, Wilco. Voodoo, loud and clear, says I've won 7 races this season, looking to make it 8, but it will be tough to conquer the mountain tonight. 15 people, 13 minutes remaining in this session, but we're going to get through all of the drivers heading down towards the chase. You can just see how much Binger is throwing that number 33 Nissan around as we come up to the final corner. I've got that feeling.
Be a good time.
I've got that feeling too, Wilco, as he comes through Murray's corner. He's looking for a 2:03. Voodoo's calling it a high 2:02 if he nails this last sector, but could we go even quicker? It is pole position. It is not a 2:02, but it's a 2:03.6, and it's enough.
And the dogs decided to chew his toy in celebration with that lap for Binger.
I'm glad. I was wondering what that was there. I thought someone was doing something else. But there we have it. So straight to the top of the timing charts. Binger with a 2:03.6. Like we said, it wasn't a 2:02, Wilco, but it was enough.
Yes, it was. Now we've got another one of the big dogs. The big dogs. Mr. OGT. So he's been looking quick all season too. He just missed out on the championship with Voodoo wrapping up last week, but here we go. Time for this big Lexus to sing.
Look at these comments as we see the big Lexus, the big OGT, second in the Drivers' Championship. He couldn't quite win the championship, of course, but still bragging rights on the line here tonight, and he's still got a point to prove here to see if he can become the king of the mountain tonight and knock Voodoo off that top spot. Righty, very good lap, Binger. Killed it, Binger. Solid lap indeed. So righty, all class, as you'd expect there, with seeing his time go down to P2. Still on the front row of the grid, of course, but down to P2 with Binger's lap there. OGT, oi! As or is that GRT? Anyway, I'm getting those two mixed up again, Wilco, because he climbs the mountain, and it'd be good to see these sector times. Unfortunately, we can't see that. As Voodoo saying, I'll release in a couple of seconds, and he might come out onto the track. I think that's what he's talking about there, waiting for OGT to hit midway up the mountain. But look, you can just tell, can't you, Wilco? The commitment of these quicker guys across the top of the hill is absolutely incredible, isn't it?
Oh, it's good to see. I love watching hot laps around Bathurst, so these boys are throwing these GT3 cars around. They are about probably 2 seconds, maybe second and a half, 2 seconds faster than the Cup car. So keep an eye on these times for tonight, and we'll see what the T1 boys can do tomorrow night. But yes, nice through the top there. OGT again, here we go. We could see another 2 here.
Let's go.
We could see a 2 here.
We could see a 2:02 or a 2:22. To 2-2 as Albert. I thought you were going to bed, Albert. He says, good God, Binger.
Albert's racing tonight, mate.
Albert, I'm getting my Alberts mixed up, I think. But anyway, no Penguins tonight. That's important, says Matterford. But OGT through the chase, heading down towards Murray's corner. LJ Hooker, you're the best. Will he be a smooth operator? Smooth. I've got a thing for those Spanish ones. But anyway, OGT. Don't let Albert hear me say that, but OGT across the line, up to a 2:02, and you sound a bit like that's when Darryl Eastlake comes out. Oh, my goodness me, oh, how good was that? A 2:02, rest in peace, Big Dazza, and no wonder the yellow flag's around. 2:02.4, Wilco, that is pacey.
Time he did in practice, so now we've got Voodoo, who's just rolling out. It gives us time to sort of pump these guys' tyres up, so... Here is our Tier 2 champion of this season. Going out last as he's got people joining and leaving during his outlap there, which is not good. But he's going hard on his outlap, trying to get some tyre temp, which is there's a couple of things you can do as he clips inside ball there. That's he's up for it. You don't have to go this hard on your outlap, mate. But yeah, it's very easy to warm up your tyres and brakes if you go really slow. But of course, if you go fast, you'll warm them up. Same sort of thing. It's sort of you choose what you want to do. So. Here we go, Mr. Voodoo. We'll go through the end of season awards after he's done this lap. But let's watch this lap here, and we should see time it's going to challenge OGT. It's going to be close. So call it, Trev. I want you to call this whole lap, Trev.
Here we go. Oh, a little bit of an interesting moment there. He doesn't quite need to go that hard, does he? On the on his warm-up lap, but here we go. We've got to call this, turn up the volume, do not put the kettle on if that's what you're thinking about doing, but this is going to be an absolutely incredible lap. Voodoo, our champion, just kicking up a little bit of dust there, but into turn one, into Hell's Corner. You don't want to take too much curb on the inside of this corner as a Voodoo. All of the focus is on this man, Tier 2 champion, of course. And look at these comments. Righty, amazing. Ian says killer lap. King of the Hill says Jared. Wolfie, let's do it. Clenching the whole way. Oh! OGT says, OGT is the king of the hill, says Jared. But here we go, Voodoo up the mountain. 7 wins. Can he make it 8 tonight? And this is so close as Big Shep. I meant to be calling this lap, but the comments, I don't know where to look at the moment. The comments are coming in, especially quick times across the mountain around the Castrol curve. And we know Big Shep saying, what happens on the mountain stays on the mountain. As Voodoo.
Flat through there.
Did he?
Flat knacker.
That was so close. Voodoo then
and
absolutely
again,
flat out. Look
so
at this.
To
This is incredible. Just gives me a bit of a hard on. I've got to say, these hot laps around Bathurst, how good are they, Wilco? Because Voodoo is absolutely flying. 202.493 is what we're aiming for. My goodness, it's getting closer. And he's absolutely giving it everything.
He went so deep into the elbow and he actually pulled it up. So he did muck up turn one. He did miss the apex by a little bit, so that could have hurt him. But this second half of the lap has been unbelievable. If we can see these second times, it'd be awesome to see. But I'll keep an eye on the time as I'm trying to work out the times. Like 152 exiting the chase, he's going to be on for a 202. So we'll see what he does as he exits the chase here. Big breaks here.
Look at this, braking down into the chase. Just the chase and Murray's corner to go. This is looking quick.
Oh, it's going to be close.
100% commitment from our champion-elect here. Through the final corner, 202.4. He's looking at OGT's time. He wants to take a piece out of that and get pole position. He comes across. And it's only
went a bit deep into the last corner.
Good enough for fourth, so 1.3. And he sent it into that wall with a fair bit of intent there, didn't he? But, well.
What a quality session.
What a
OGT
qualifying session.
That was sector. I'll check the sector times out. I'm sure Voodoo. Oh, I know. OGT had the sector time over the top too. Voodoo was 2 tenths down on the in the second sector, and then 3 tenths down on the last sector. But he was 9 tenths down on sector 1. So that just shows how much turn 1 hurt him there. But that was a very committed lap by all those boys there at the end, so that's good to see. Righty starting P3, so that's going to be interesting to see too. But we might, while we've got 5 minutes in the extra in this quality session, we might go through the end of season awards. Trev, might start off with the votes.
Let's do that. I don't have them on hand, Wilco, unless you've got them in.
Oh, okay. I thought. Yep, Roger. I'll get them up.
Yep. Sorry, I think is that on the Discord, Wilco? Let's have a look.
It was on the stream office, but. So we'll go through the stats of the season. So as you just said, most wins was Voodoo with 7. OGT and Stat had 1 apiece. I think, was it Binger had 1 maybe? Not sure. But the most podiums, Binger had 6 podiums. OGT 5. And GRT, who's not here tonight, had the 2. Pole positions, this is one of my favourite awards to win, Trev. Voodoo has got 7 poles. Stat 1 and Binger 1. And then most driver of the day wins Voodoo with the 3, OGT with the 2, and F1 Sniper with the 1 vote for driver of the day. So that's all the stats of the season.
Thank you.
And now we'll go over to the awards. Actually, I think I might be able to forward it so you can read it out as well.
Yep, I do apologise, Wilco. I did have that overlay ready, but it's not quite showing up. But we will get that finalised tomorrow night, of course. End of season awards, as voted by the drivers, Wilco. Most consistent all season. No surprises here, of course, folks, with Voodoo on 14 votes from OGT. And Binger on 5 votes apiece. Most improved all season, 9 votes. Pretty fair from Nobby Nuts. 5 votes, 9 votes for Nobby, 5 votes for Aussie Thunder, 3 votes for Kilroy. As we move along to the cleanest driver, Voodoo getting the 4. This was tight, this one, Wilco. Plenty of clean drivers, as you'd expect in this championship. Voodoo on 4 votes. Just ahead, it was a tie with Kilroy and OGT, 3 votes apiece. Race of the season. No surprises here either. 5 votes for Kyalami for the mental health round last week, which was a great cause. Masano, 3 votes, and Imola also getting a podium spot there with 3 votes. Wilco, who could forget that? No, in fact, that was Tier 1, wasn't it, that move? I keep thinking of your move on the last lap. But best overtake, 6 votes. Overtaker, I should say. 6 votes for OGT, 6 for Binger. So another tie at the top. And then it was Static Hazard on 3. And now this is an interesting category, Wilco. The unluckiest driver, Nobby, on 7 votes ahead of Binger on 5.
Do we remember that Spa race when Nobby got the lead with about 15 minutes to go, and then he disappeared, Trev? He went straight through the ground. He lost connection.
He disappeared. Who could forget the call on the night? And he's disappeared. Nobby,
okay.
He's disappeared. Oh, I think it's getting caught up, Trev. Yes, he's disappeared. And there we have it. It's the Wolf on 3 votes. And, yeah, we'll have, we'll get to the Tier 1 tomorrow night, but we'll have that on the screen tomorrow night. So I do apologise about that. But there we have it, Tier 2 end of season awards. As voted by the drivers, a great initiative here at KRL. Should we go through these championship points? Or should
you do that, and I might try and get the pole position man into the party, Trev.
Great stuff. We'll go through the drivers' points. You know why? Because we can. We've got a couple of minutes left here before the start of the race. Championship boards, of course. We've mentioned it a few times tonight, but it is that man, Voodoo, striving for 8 wins here tonight on 198 points, with an unassailable lead over OGT on 147. My Bingerling, won't you come and play with My Bingerling on 117? GRT on 80 points in 4th. And then it gets tight, and still plenty of opportunity for these guys in the midfield to change positions in this championship, with Static Hazard on 69. Dinner for 2. Kilroy on 67 there. 58 for Good Vibes. Aussie Thunder on 53. And then it also gets close from 9th to 11th. Nobby Nuts, the unlucky man, 29 points. That could have been so much more, couldn't it? Let's pretend Spa never happened. 26 for Sniper, the Kiwi. 22 for Mac. 14 for Heat. 13th, Skippy, the Bush Kangaroo. Rick Oztech on 7 points. LJ Hooker, you're the best, on 6 points. Then it's Jimbo Jones. It's the Wolf on 2 points apiece. And down the bottom, Glitzy King. His mother will probably call me and let me know how to say that, but no points for him as we move along to the Constructors' Championship. Now, correct me unless I'm very much mistaken, Wilco, but this is not completely done, or is it done?
It is not. So Cheek and Chong Racing is Voodoo and Aussie Thunder, and Team GYR is OGT and our favourite Kilroy. So those boys, what's that? That's not over, because if Kilroy and OG get first and second, that's going to be enough points to snatch that championship point, I think. I'm not going to do maths quickly, but Trev. But Ian just asked how long the race is. It is 30 minutes, 30-minute race with a mandatory pit stop, and the race will begin in about 3 minutes' time. So qualifying is just ending. OGT didn't want to jump in and have a chat with us, so I might say you can be OGT, Trev, and I'll interview you as you want to go back to the screen. So OGT, mate, well done, mate. Pole position at Bathurst. Talk us through your lap.
Oh, yeah, look, I really nailed it through Hell's Corner. Let me get the track map up. Up Mountain Straight, up the top of the hill, through Frog and McPhillamy and, God, the Dipper, and sounds a little bit more like Wolfie, doesn't it? But, yeah, through Forest Elbow and Conrod Straight. But, gee whiz, Jesus Christ, Mary and Joseph. Yeah, it was a great lap at 202.4. Could have been a little bit better, but I'm happy with the 202.4, fellas. And great stuff. Love KRL and love you boys.
Thank
Great
you, OG.
stuff,
So hopefully you can have a nice race.
That possibly was a combination of OGT, OGT,
it was OG Wolf. OG Wolf.
OG Wolf, Binger, OG Thunder, Sniper, Mac, 64. But fantastic stuff. We are almost ready to go racing, aren't we? Buyers 2021. Let me get the track map up. I wish I could get it up. Anyway, and the track map as well. Thank you for that, Cola. We're having a great time. 30-minute race, Ian. God, I love this. All good things must come to an end, but we are going for a short commercial break, and we'll be back after that with the grand finale from Bathurst. Stay with us.
Welcome to the Kid Buyers YouTube channel, home of motorsport. more than a race.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and guess what? Green light, go, 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 go for the final time of this Tier 2 season. The Universal Boss gets us underway, and surprise, surprise, it's Binger who leads through the first corner as they all stream round turn one. Looks like everybody's got away cleanly, and it's Binger ahead of OGT, and Righty and Voodoo. Wilco, he is down to fourth.
Yeah, that's where he started. He did start P4, so Albert's sneaking up the inside. He's going to be up behind Wolfie, so he's made a few positions here, Albert, so that's looking good for him. As, yeah, everyone seems to get away pretty cleanly. Good start here by the boys so far.
Great start as we climb the mountain for the first time. We're riding on board with that man, Voodoo. Always, it can be quite treacherous across. Look at this beautiful camera angle as Binger OGT leads us across the hill for this first lap. Righty, look at this. There's a bit of a train already forming behind that man, but Voodoo behind him looking for win number 8 this season. Kilroy in 5th. Sniper, Thunder. Good vibes. Mac Miller, it's the Wolf. Where's Wolfie? He's somewhere amongst it as the cameraman waiting to catch up. Prince Albert as well, the Prince of Spain, as he comes down. Somebody is off. Is it LJ Hooker? I'm not too sure.
Mr. Hooker.
Into the wall. Thank you, Mr. Hooker, because that looks like it's a fair amount of damage there. Where has he slotted in? I think he might have come in behind Matterford, I think. But you can see that damage. So first time the mountain has claimed a victim here tonight, Wilco.
It is. So, yeah, that's unfortunate for Hooked, but there is a long race. It's 30 minutes around Bathurst. It's definitely a long time, so he'll get his pit stop done. Didn't seem to have too much damage with it, so it might be alright. So Albert might be looking for a move on Wolfie. No, he's not. So these boys at the back of the pack are sort of looking to try and make a few positions, but it's Binger leading lap 1 with OGT in 2nd, and Righty is still in 3rd.
Righty's still in 3rd. A little bit of a train forming behind him, but you know what? He says, I'm quite happy where I am in 3rd place, and I'm not going to give it away by any means. And you can see Binger there through into lap number 2 now. And Kohler says, Bathurst can make you a god or break you down so hard. It's just great to watch it all unfold. It is one of those circuits, Wilco, 0 to 0. Or 0 to hero sort of stuff. It's got a great history, a rich history in Australian motorsport. Binger still now in the lead, 1.7 seconds ahead of OGT. Righty, Mr. Right, 2.3 seconds behind OGT. So Voodoo not quite going according to the script for this man. Currently looking at win number 8 for this season, our champion for Tier 2, who didn't have far to deliver his trophy throughout the course of the week. I think he might have put it in the letterbox and went out the front and got it and brought it back inside again. But Voodoo in 4th, and Voodoo is off the track. He was in 4th, but not for long because he has gone off, straight off. And that is damage, and it looks like a fair bit of damage. He's gone straight on there at the top of the hill through the S's, I think, or Skyline, as my computer's gone blank on me. But he might be out of this one, Wilco.
No, he's just letting everyone through, so he's always a chance of a safety car. But he could have some big damage here, Voodoo. So not sure what happened. I did miss it. But yeah, his car is looking not second rate, Trevor's looking about 10th rate at the moment.
Yeah, a little bit worse for wear there, but it was quite a strange incident. He just went off, it seemed by himself, Wilco, and just straight into the wall and straight to the scene of the accident as he struggles down Conrod Straight now. Will he make an early pit stop? That is the question. LJ Hooker is still out there as well. You can see just ahead of Voodoo there. We might get back to the front and get back to that battle a little bit later. There are some battles going on as well. Skippy Kando, look at this. Rick Oztech, Skippy and Matterford. Skippy can do, I beg your pardon, and can he do this move? Wilco, he does.
He does, around the outside, so he did give Rick a little tap into the braking zone of the chase, and it sort of backed Matty up and backed up Albert, so that was a bit of a moment there, but he's through, so that's Wolfie up to P9, by the way, too. So Rick has a big moment coming off the corner, but yeah, Albert should get Rick as well, hopefully. Yes, he does, so yeah, pretty chaotic start. Those front two are just pulling away now. Righty's about 4 seconds behind, so we could see a safety car soon if there's another crash, so let's have a look.
Let's wait and see. As our champion, he did come into the pits, so we did flag that, didn't we, Wilco, that he could come in and make an early stop after that incident, but still plenty of time in this race. 24 minutes, you can see in the top right-hand corner of your screen, track temperature and air temperature both at 22 degrees. And who will conquer the mountain and become king of the mountain tonight? Skippy in 10th. And the battles, as we've seen all season, Wilco, right throughout the field. Where's my man Wolfie? He's in 9th. As Voodoo says, oh, Skippy, the bush kangaroo, Skippy can do. Can go off as well, it would seem, Wilco. Could that be a safety car? Wilco's got his finger on the pulse as Prince Albert says, muchos gracias, buenos noches, señorita. I want to come through in Spanish. Look at this. The girls are always prettier in Spanish, that's for sure, when they speak in Spanish. I think that's what I'm trying to say. But Albert now down Conrod straight.
Nearly right up the arse of Skippy there, so I think Skippy has some bad damage because he's crabbing all over this place here. So hopefully, these two, it's as ballsy. Albert up the inside.
Let's have a look, and he gets it done. And he certainly is a smooth operator. But now Skippy, the bush kangaroo, says, I want to have a look down the inside of you. And Albert says, not today, mate. And not today. Vamos, vamos, vamos. What did we just do? We went up into that's a really bad impression. We went up into P12. As anyway, we'll leave that there. Voodoo says,
like Andy Manny.
that didn't start well, and it didn't get any better either. But Voodoo says that was huge. Righty took an interesting line, and I followed.
We can fix it.
we can fix it. We can fix it. Yeah, I'm laughing again. But Cola says, did you touch the inside wall, Voodoo, or did the outside curb suck you out? That's an interesting one. I had to approve that comment, and now I know why. But Cola, very interested to know what Voodoo is doing. Don't text and drive, Voodoo, but he is right down the back. Good Vibes is down there as well. Or are these guys? These guys have been lapped now, I think. At the back, LJ Hooker and the Nigerian Prince potentially now getting lapped, of course. But lap 3 of this race, there's that camera angle again. It's time to go racing for KRL. Yeah, I love that intro. I've seen it 1,000 times, Wilco. It's our go-to thing, isn't it? But Binger, 1.2 seconds. Look at this. The gap is closing at the front. Down Conrod straight.
Oh, Aussie's around.
Aussie. Oh, and he's taken at safety car.
Safety car.
Safety car. Look at the graphics. Safety. I've clicked the wrong button. Something's happening here, but the safety car is out. And who was it? I think Thunder went around first of all, Wilco, and then it created that a bit of a log jam, didn't it, at the top of the hill?
Safety car is out on track.
Safety car is out on the track. Spin, round he goes. Aussie Thunder knocking off a few signs there, as well as he heads down Conrod straight. But the safety car has been deployed. There he is. He's out on track. Jason Wilkinson, my goodness me. I think it all started there with Aussie, didn't it, Wilco? And he just...
It did. I was on board with Voodoo there, and he was just behind him. And, Aussie just... I'll let Voodoo go through here. Aussie just took too much curb and, it was gone. And that just caused a massive crash.
Ian MC 199 tuning in from the United Kingdom says that was a massive hit, wasn't it there? Massive hit there. I won't do any more accents. tonight as Voodoo going through, doing the Hamilton there. Is he unlapping himself? No, he could potentially
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fine. He was lapped down, so that's all good.
There we have it. You can see on your screen very crisp, sharp graphics here at KRL. Safety car. There has been a major incident, which did start with Aussie Thunder, and I can't quite remember who else got caught up in that. But by the
I
time
think Vibes, he was up in it. I saw Vibes, he had a bit of damage, so we'll see.
And I think once Aussie Thunder went around, there was not much room up there at the top of the hill,
Yeah.
Wilco, and everyone sort of followed him in there. So there we have it. 20 minutes remaining in this race. If you're just joining us, it is Binger leading OGT, but this safety car will bunch the pack up. Righty in third, where he's been since
Kilroy's jumped him here.
And Kilroy, wait just a minute. We've got a few changes here. As I think you're about to pick up the leader now. We've got Binger, Righty.
Yep, correct.
And, yep, Kilroy.
Kilroy, and then it is Righty in fourth, with Sniper right behind him.
So, look at that. Kilroy, he's a top bloke, top driver, as well as is up into the podium spots now. He's jumped Righty. So, interesting there, Wilco, as you've picked up our race leader. Binger, OGT, Kilroy, make that Kilroy in third place ahead of Righty. We'll see Righty flash round the back there. Yep, there he is. Sniper then in fifth. Good Vibes in sixth, coming out of the pits now. Rick Oztech as well. He might be a bit further down the field. Wolfie up to seventh. So could our man, who's got 2 points for the season, be on for his best finish of the year?
Hopefully, Mr. Wolfie. Have a look at Voodoo here. Is he going to get out ahead? I think he's going to get out ahead of Skippy and Aussie Thunder here. So it's definitely not race over. Shows that, yeah, even though he had a crash, you can still go back onto the lead lap with the safety car.
Yep, and of course he had made his pit stop, hadn't he, Voodoo? He came in on that lap. So he's jumped Skippy Can Do, or Skippy as we like to call him. Aussie Thunder's in the pits as well, but I think everyone else has made a stop. Yep. So there we have it. So Voodoo 15th, Skippy in 14th on the timing screens, but I think he's out in front of Skippy. At least that's what unless my eyes are deceiving me. He's up into 14th, Thunder in 13th. 13th, Thunder in 14th, I beg your pardon, now 15th. So the timing screens don't update live, do they, Wilco? So it takes a little bit of time, but we might head back to the front now. The drivers keeping...
Do one more lap here.
All four wheels and tyres, and one more lap. We've heard from the safety car driver, Jason Wilkinson there. We'll go one more lap. I think you've got a few stragglers at the back there, but I think one lap and they might have all caught up by then.
Yeah, one more lap and yeah, that should be good to go. As Aussie's just going through the cutting, Voodoo and Skippy just going through Skyline now, so they'll give them a bit extra time. As long as Binger knows that it's still not, yep, so Binger's catching up, so it's all good. So we, yeah, one more lap here. So everyone, get your comments in. Who is going to win from this? Everyone's on the same strategy. So who is going to be the winner for tonight? Is it going to be Binger? Is it going to be OG? Or is something going to happen and it's going to be a Kilroy win or a Righty win? Or Voodoo could come back from the field and snatch the victories? Just get your comments in. Who's going to win?
Get those comments coming in. We also have... this is for you, Ian, as well, for your benefit. We also have Driver of the Day, so get your votes coming in as Albert. I think it was Albert was flirting with the pit lane entry there, or he could have just been warming his tyres. Don't quite do the Mick Schumacher, I think, was trying to warm his tyres the other night in the F1, albeit in slightly different conditions, not quite optimum track conditions at Imola. But Wilco leading the pack, of course, a position that light's flashing. There we go, Wilco. We know you're there, son. A position that he's become awfully used to, Wilco, albeit at slightly lower speeds than what you're accustomed to in Tier 1. Don't forget Tier 1 tomorrow night. You can see at the bottom of your screen, ladies and gentlemen, Tier 1 Thursday kicking off at 8 p.m. sharp, Wilco, because we've got another top 10 shootout tomorrow night.
Yes, we do. So that's going to be interesting to see. I do love the top 10 shootout. Last season, it was actually Cart Dude, Mighty Murph and myself, first, second, third after the shootout with under a 10th. So I'm expecting very close times tomorrow night as well for the top 10 in the Tier 1 boys.
It is going to be close. Stick around for that 8 p.m. Eastern time, which might be around 11 or midday, I think, Ian, if you want to join us. I think we're about 8 hours.
Same time as tonight.
Yep. Exactly right.
That's the easiest way to
That's
do it.
the easiest way to say it. Keep it nice and simple, Wilco. Thank God you're here, Wilco. That's awesome. But so here we have it across the top. We've seen plenty of incidents. It's been action-packed, as you expect from Bathurst. Every time we come and race here, it does finish the season. No COVID in the virtual esports racing world, Wilco, so we don't have any cancellations on our calendar. So it has been the traditional season-ending race in Australia in Bathurst. 6.2 kilometres this circuit, and we are sitting at 862 metres above sea level. Couldn't have got through the rest of the night without knowing that. Kohler says Voodoo is back in the game for some exciting passing opportunities. I feel Maddie is a bit of a dark horse as well, but I think it is still Binger's race to win or lose. Interesting comments there, Kohler, as Wilco. Let me just get my safety car graphic ready to go off the screen here, because we are almost ready to go back racing again as we come down Conrod Straight. I think we've got them all now. There's who's at the back there? I think Thunder at the back. Yes, I think we've got them all now. So we are ready to go racing. And there we have it. So we've had a reset, Wilco. We've had two 15-minute races, technically, haven't we? As the Universal Bots lets us know that we are ready again. Half the race gone, half still to go. There's still 15 minutes left. Get your comments in. Who is going to win from here? We've had a full reset, and we are ready to go racing again. Let's get rid of that safety car graphic, Trev. There we have it. And through Murray's Corner, and we are ready again. For the second time, it is go, go, go here at Bathurst. And Binger gets a good lead off. He gets a rollicking start here ahead of OGT. Kilroy now up to third. We saw him jump righty in the pits during that safety car. Sniper in fifth. Matterford in sixth. Wolfie down the back there in P8. Prince Albert, don't forget about him. Muchos Gracias, he is weaving around big time there. And as you can see, we are back racing. Thunder at the back. They all stream up Mountain Straight once again. But like we said, it is very close at the top. And Kohler reckons it is Binger's race to lose from here, but still a long, long way to go. Just a tick under 14 minutes left in the season finale here for KRL Tier 2 action. Coming to you live and exclusive. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And Binger, OGT. And look how close it is. Very close to those unforgiving walls here at Mount Panorama. And Binger now is streaking away at the front. 1 second clear almost ahead of OGT. Kilroy in third. Almost outbraking himself there, but not quite. We've seen a few drivers. You can see the marks on the walls. It's been very, very close there. It's already claimed a few victims tonight. Righty, Sniper, Matterford, Albert. Rounding out your top 7. Wolfie, God, I hope he finishes in the points. Wouldn't that be great? But Good Vibes is not going to give him anything, is he, Wilco? And then it's Mac Miller rounding out your top 10. 13 minutes to go. 13 people watching, Wilco. It's going to be intense.
It is. So I've just been watching Voodoo. He just picked away, got past Rick, got past Hooked, and now he's on the back of Mac Miller. So he's looking like he's going to try and get back in the top 10. There's a little gap. I think something must happen to Rick, and he sort of spun next to the chase and sort of bunched everyone up. That's why there's sort of 2 packs here, because Wolfie must have got caught up in that, and hopefully there was no damage and hopefully no contact, but it just sort of balked him, and that's why there's about a 5-second gap between Albert and Wolfie here. But that's not too bad, because Wolfie just kicks up a bit of dust there as he goes through the chase. But that sort of gives the boys a chance. If you get past Wolfie, or Wolfie can catch up, he's got a nice bit of fresh air. But it is Binger and OGT at the front, very close here.
Very close indeed. How about lap 7 of this race? For the final time in Tier 2, been an absolute pleasure to bring this to you over the past 10 weeks. Or 12 weeks, including, I think we had a mid-season break. But anyway, Binger is coming up now the mountain once again for the 8th time. And OGT, that gap is a little bit closer this time. And OGT, he is not giving anything away here to Binger, keeping him well and truly honest, if you don't mind. Kilroy in third. Look at that beautiful angle. Get to the chopper. And that is absolutely magnificent there as we come across so close to the walls. Kohler, that GTR looks like a monster out of the elbow and down Conrod. It sure does. As Righty in fourth, dropping back a little bit now. Will go, and he's into the wall. He's into the fence.
Oh.
And Righty has had a moment, but he's kept it together there. Will go. Very scary for him.
Yeah, hopefully not too much damage. Only a couple of seconds is not too bad around here. It can, as long as you don't knock out the toe or the suspension, that's gonna make it fun. But oh, Vibesy goes a bit wide of McPhillamy, but keeps it in. So all these boys, the pressure's just sort of getting back up. Let's give Wolfie a little gap here too, by the way. So remember, Madiford and Albert aren't racing for points. So Wolfie is technically in 6th, with Voodoo in 9th. So Hooks is getting the point at the moment as well. So it is going to be interesting to see where this all finishes up. But so Albert, Maddie and Sniper are very close at the moment.
I'm way ahead of you. I'm looking at this battle now, Wilco. This is absolutely intense. Madiford J-Mads just in front of Sniper and Prince Albert. Look how close it is. Madiford runs a little bit wide, approaching Murray's corner. That's going to give Sniper a chance down the outside. Madiford holds that inside line. And look at that Nissan extremely wide coming through Murray's corner, but now Sniper's got to run him out of the final corner, and so does Albert. This battle is intense, spicy, not a strong enough word for this one, but Madiford holds his foot in it and maintains 5th position, but those two boys are coming at a rapid rate of knots. And they're also catching Ridey as well, aren't they? A little bit there, maybe 4 seconds or so off. I went a bit early there, but let's go back to the front. But geez, it's hard to take our eyes off this battle here. Albert, is he going to send it up into Griffin's Bend? No, surely not. And yes, he does. So Albert, buenos noches, as Jared says. I effing disconnected. Very sad, Jared. Great to, oh, that's very sad indeed. But Skippy and Rick there down the back. But Albert in 6. What a move through Griffin's Bend on Sniper there, Wilco. He just fully sent it and got it done.
Yeah, it takes me, gives me flashbacks to that move he did on Bathurst and myself at Barcelona, where he snatched the lead from us there, and I ended up in the gravel facing the wrong way, but that was not the fault of any of those two drivers. It was the fault of me running out of talent, Trev. But other than that, OGT, he's definitely catching on. He's just finding it hard to pass. He's just got to put pressure on, and yeah, we should see some nice fighting at the front here.
And those numbers keep getting better and better. 15 people now. As soon as I say that, we've lost one, but 14. Don't go anywhere. Don't put the kettle on if you're thinking about it. Less than 9 minutes to go in this race. Just clearing the throat there. Where are the buttermanthols when you need them? But Binger leads this race, not by much. Not by much at all. In fact, it's less than a second ahead of OGT. These two, it's been fantastic to watch all season, and it's kept us well and truly entertained, Jason Wilkinson, right throughout this Tier 2 Championship. Unfortunate we couldn't see Voodoo up there, but now Voodoo's inside the top 10.
Voodoo's sending it.
And let's have a look at Voodoo.
Oh, he sort of had it. He lost it, he had it, he lost it, and oh, there's that hook's come flying out.
LJ Hooker there, you're the best. Thanks, Mr. Hooker. LJ Hooker. Thanks, Mr. Hooker. But Voodoo didn't have too much. What's happening here?
Where's Ridey gone? Ridey must have had another mistake, and now Madiford's up to 3rd.
And
Wolfie's up to 6th.
Wolfie's in 6th. Look at this.
Which is actually in 4th, because remember, Maddie and Albert don't get points.
Incredible. So, Wolfie, I'm going to lose it if he's, as Ian says, Ridey lost it in the final corner. Thank you for that, Ian, from the UK. Great to have you with us all the way from the UK. Hopefully it's not too chilly over there for you, but Ridey pushing too hard. He's gone off. He lost it at Murray's corner, and now that sees Wolfie in 4th, a net 4th position. Public holidays tomorrow. If he gets 3rd, Wilco, I'm going to go absolutely off my head. Imagine him tomorrow night. We're not going to be able to handle this man if he finishes 3rd. But boy,
I hope he does. Albert's up to 3rd, by the way, too, on track. So, no, Albert's not. Albert's crashed.
Albert's crashed, which means that Madiford. Oh my goodness me! I'm just thinking. Could we see with Wolfie on the podium?
Sniper's technically in 3rd as well, so that could be his first podium of the season. As Ridey is all over Wolfie here. He's got to be careful. Nice clean pass here, Ridey, if you're going to pass him.
Let's have a look then. We'll get back to that lead battle in a moment. But Ridey and Wolfie doing everything he can in that Nissan to, he's on for his best result of the season. He's finished 10th twice. And he's got 2 points down there in 17th in the championship. Got to sing Hungry Like the Wolf, maybe a little bit later. The night is only young there, Kohler. But look at this, 6 minutes to go and possibly 2 or 3 laps as Righty sends it down the inside of Wolfie through the chase. Will he get the job done? He has a bit of a moment. The back end steps out. And now the hunter is becoming the hunted. And Kilroy has gone through. And get that car 2 lanes wide, Wolfie, says Kohler. But Wolfie hanging on by the skin of his nutsack there, up in 6th, but what is really 5th or 4th? I'm not too sure, I'm confused, but Righty couldn't get the job done there, Wilco.
No, he couldn't. I was just watching. Oh, Kilroy got the grass on the exit. I'm not sure. He sort of lifted off the throttle. I'm not sure what Righty did there, but yeah, these boys are definitely F1 snipers all over Matty again, and OGT is all over Bingo again. So, and they're going up to lap traffic. So hopefully Skip gets out the way here, nice and cleanly. But I'll tell you what, this race has just come alive, Trev.
It certainly has. Do not go anywhere. I've said that a few times, but listen to those words, because this final 5 minutes could be the most intense of the season. Bingo half a second ahead of this man OGT. They're coming up to Skippy, the bush kangaroo. Hopefully he skips off out of the way. Skippy can do. Hopefully Skippy can get out of the way too. And let's have a look there. He's holding that line, isn't he? Smack bang in the middle of Conrod Straight. They haven't quite got to him yet, Wilco, but they're approaching the chase again. Skippy, it is a reasonably wide track. You don't want to catch anybody at the top of the hill, do you, Wilco? Especially on this track, it is very narrow at the top there. But coming up towards the chase, Skippy's still a fair way off. But hopefully, if he's going to do it, hopefully he can get it done in this part of the lap, Wilco, so these guys can get a clear run through.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see what happens. He should be getting blue flags now. Hopefully he will not get involved here.
And let's wait and see. Blue flag, blue flag. Come on, honestly. And Binger is he's a blue car. Hopefully he's got the blue flag. Then Skippy, be a great time to potentially get out of the way. What's he doing there? Could this see OGT with an opportunity? Could this give OGT an opportunity? What's going on there?
He's rolling out the throttle now, so he's just giving OG a slipstream. And he's got past now, but OGT is capitalised now. And number 3, Mac is around.
And Mac Miller is around somewhere. Is it the cutting or some... No, I think my track map's the wrong way.
Exit the chase.
Exit the chase, I beg your pardon. God, I was way off. Mac there.
Oh, Wolfie had a massive moment then. Righty's got to run here. Oh, yeah, hopefully Righty should sneak up the inside.
As Kohler...
Wolfie still is technically in 4th here, because Righty is another one that doesn't score points. But yeah, we should see OGT is still all over him here, so this could be good for the race win as well.
Did somebody say...
everywhere, Trev.
Oh, I don't know where to look, Wilco. Of my 3 screens, 7 tabs, and all of this action here. I do not know where to look. But guess what, Wilco? Did somebody say less than 3 minutes? It is so close. I do not know where to look. Do I look at Righty and Wolfie? Do I look at Thunder and LJ Hooker?
You watch the battle at the front, I'll watch Righty and Wolfie, and I'll call out what happens.
Great stuff, there we go.
Sniper and Matty are pretty close too.
And they are very close, but this is the business end of this race. 16 gorgeous people watching.
This could be the second last lap. It could be the last lap. We're starting soon, so we'll see.
As Mitch 950, hope you've subscribed to this channel for plenty of live streaming content for both Tier 2 and Tier 1 of this championship. But this could be, I say could, be the last lap of the race. Mitchy 950, who's been good enough to join us. He says, Bathurst, a close finish. I'm shocked. Well, don't be shocked, Mitch, because sit down.
One more lap.
One more lap.
After this one. So 2 laps to go, sorry.
2 more laps. As big Bob Hoskins has joined us.
Oh, Righty, go with Righty.
Righty.
What happened?
Righty, what happened?
It's just Albert's really got some damage, so he's somewhere straight. So they're almost 3 wide down into the chase there. So that was awesome to see. But Wolfie's still hanging on for P6.
Oh, he's hanging on.
Which is effectively P4, and Sniper's actually got P3 on track.
And Sniper, it's all happening. Look at that. Look
Back
at this.
To the battle of the
6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, penultimate lap of the race. Thank you for that, Kohler. 2 more laps. The suave Englishman, Bob Hoskins from Perth, who's still yet to come over and fix that sink. waiting Bob patiently there, but retire the car, says Voodoo. Sick of being taken out and squeezed into turns. He's not happy, Voodoo, but he is the championship.
Righty's got Wolfie.
And Righty's got Wolfie, thank you for that, but I'm keeping an eye on this battle at the front because it is getting very intense over the top of the mountain on the penultimate lap of this race. So one more to go after this. Where is OGT?
Oh, Kilroy and OG. Oh, no. Kilroy
don't say it.
And Wolfie.
Don't
they
say
come
it.
together.
And it better not be Wolfie. Oh, Wolfie, no.
Little bit of damage. It's not too bad. They sort of both just sort of got wheel spin coming off the out of turn 2 here. So Wolfie is actually in 5th now. There's still a top 10 position.
There we have it. So big Bob Hoskins says Binger should make himself very wide, slow this lap down and force it to be the last lap. Oh, you'd be a brave man to do that. I don't think he's going to... 28 seconds, 27, 26. I don't think he wants...
Be close.
I don't think he wants to slow down at all, though. I don't think this is going to be the last lap, is it? It's going to be touch and go. We'll wait and see. Good call, Bob. Get this win, Binger. You deserve it. As let's have a look. 14, 13 seconds. OGT. There's going to be one more lap. There's going to be one more. They're not going to... There's 6, 5 seconds, 4...
Done. Last
lap. There we have it done. 3, 2, 1. And the Universal Boss sends us on our way for the final time through Hell's Corner.
Oh, Binger was
and
wide.
Down
Mountain
Mountain Straight. Binger runs slightly wide at turn 1, and this is going to give OGT a chance on the final lap. Can he send it up towards Griffin's Bend? He's going to be a brave man, but is he going to make a move here? These two have been close all season. He's going to do it. No, he's not going to do it, in fact. I take it all back because that could have been possibly one of his last chances here, because it's going to be tough heading up the mountain for the final time. Binger and OGT separated by fractions, 4/10, 3/10 of a second. Oh my goodness, LOL, hope he doesn't run out of fuel, Bob Hoskins. And woohoo, says Kohler, this is going to be the showdown at Bathurst. Who will be the king of the mountain tonight for Tier 2, Wilco? Binger and OGT, it is so close. Where can he get it done here? Conrod Straight, where is the last opportunity, Wilco?
It's going to have to be the chase, unless you can get a really good exit, OG, off the dipper here, which the Nissan is a bit sluggish. So OGT had a bit of a moment as he turned into the dipper there, so that sort of gave a little bit of a break for Binger. As Binger, all he has to do now is just get a nice exit here, which he has. OGT's, you got to be wheel spins. That could be all she wrote. So Binger, it's all up to him now. If he makes a mistake into the chase or the last corner, it's all over. OGT has to just fully send it here.
So it's Binger's to lose, OGT's to win. That number 33 Nissan has been extremely wide here tonight, right throughout this 30 minutes here. As Scotty Boy says, send it OGT. As not too sure about that, but Binger through the chase for the final time. OGT.
He's got a good exit.
He's got a good exit. He's getting closer. Is he going to send it down the inside of Murray's corner here for the final lap? And let's have a look. Murray's is the shot. If he has one, Binger out of the final corner. He comes out. It's so close, but Binger wins the race, and he is the king of the mountain here tonight. What a finish. What a race we've had. As F1 Sniper, where is he? He's coming
first
through.
Podium too.
First podium, first time we're going to speak to this man. Kia Ora, the Kiwi, F1 Sniper 75, will come through the final corner to take his first podium. What a race, Kohler. I couldn't agree with you more, Voodoo. As well, classic Bathurst finish there. Mitch, you are spot on the money, mate. Thank you for watching this. Absolutely incredible, but Righty will finish 4th on the track. Ahead of Kilroy, just ahead of Kilroy. So the battle's continuing right throughout the order here. As Good Vibes will finish 6th, but Wolfie, let's bring this one home.
His car's damaged.
His car's damaged.
P7.
I think I can. There we have it. He finishes, it's very damaged, isn't it, that Nissan? But he finishes in 7th. LJ Hooker, you're the best. Thanks, Mr. Hooker. And he comes across the line. Aussie Thunder as well. Rounding out your top 10 is Mac Miller in 10th.
Matterford and Rick Oztech for the last position here. Although Rick is lapped down, so that maybe I've just sort of pumped that up for no reason there, Trev. As Matty has almost crashed.
And it's done and dusted. Look at this. What a race. Mitch, classic Bathurst finish there. Quality close finish, says Bob Hoskins. And awesome race from ENMC 199, your fellow countryman Bobby Boy, Bullseye Bobby there. Both Ian tuning in from the UK. Great to have your company with us. And Jim Stoddart, brilliant racing and stream. Jim, head over and click that subscribe button. If you haven't already, it's been fantastic listening. Well, you've been listening to me. I've been watching you guys type your comments in, but get your driver of the day in too. Whilst we've got these 17 gorgeous people on watching tonight, get your driver of the day votes in. Is it Binger? Is it OGT? Is it Sniper with his first podium? Let us know in the comment section below as we wait for our top three to join us in the post-race driver interviews, Wilco. But what a race. Bathurst, once again, it's thrown up some amazing races in the past, but tonight was no exception, was it?
It wasn't. So that was a ripper race. I'll just get all these boys in now. We'll try and get our champion in too. He had a pretty shocking race. Hopefully that's not a sign for the champions, or the champion tomorrow night, which is me. But hopefully not, but we'll see what happens. We'll try and get him in. Scotty has to join the other party, mate. And we'll sort these out while you can keep talking to the lads.
Great stuff. There we have it. Binger, our race winner, joins us. LJ Hooker. Just doing some donuts there at turn one. But keep those comments coming in, guys. We'd love to hear from you as we get our top three into the post-race interviews. Got to give it to Binger. That was a lot of pressure that OGT gave, and pretty much the whole time after the safety car. I'm not sure who we were interviewing. I think was it OGT, Wilco, that didn't want to talk to us after qualifying?
After qualifying, yeah, that was. We did a nice little piece on you, OG, there.
Well, yes.
But yeah, we'll get these boys. We'll start off with maybe Scotty on his first podium.
Oh, jeez. Well, I was fucking shitting myself in the shootout. But I think all my nerves were gone by the time the race started, so that was a good thing. I think I cleared myself as like a bit of some sort of enema of nerves. Far out. What a race.
There we have
what
it.
What a race.
Sorry, Scotty, keep going, mate.
I was just going to say, mate, I mean, this league, this boys, this race, whole thing, you know, the whole year, the whole season, I can't wait for the next one. It's just been too much fun. Yeah, thanks to everyone involved, and bring on next one, eh?
And congratulations, Scotty there, mate. Fantastic result. And I think you might have wrapped up 8th or 9th in the championship, I think, finishing ahead of Nobby there with your first podium. So fantastic result, mate. And a very detailed description of your race. But, but a fantastic result nonetheless, mate. A great way to finish the season with your first podium. Well done.
Thanks, boys.
Now, do we have our race?
We'll get OGT
man.
and Binger done, and then we'll talk to our champion of the season. But yeah, OG, mate, ripper battle there with your good mate Binger. You did pip him in your championship last week, but he pipped you tonight. So I think it's 1 versus 1 versus 1 with Voodoo as well. So all three of you have been absolutely class of the field this season. And yeah, tell us about your race. Just couldn't get past that big boat Nissan.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, thanks for the season. Thanks to Trev and yourself and Voodoo, putting in a lot of work behind the scenes. And yeah, my old sparring partner Binger, we went at it again. Oh, I tell you what, there's nothing quite like it. I was growing accustomed to the following around those big red tail lights, and then I pipped him in our little league on Saturday, and so yeah, 1-1. Man, I'm just I gotta give Scotty a shout out, man. This dude's put in the hard yards and like really give it a good crack, and yeah, good on your P3 there, mate. There's the benefits right there.
Oh, no, I appreciate it, mate. I mean, you're still 18 seconds up the road, but you never know next season.
There was a couple of times in the last sort of lap I could have sent it, but me and Binger, we race hard and we race with respect, so could have ended badly for both of us. So I decided just to take a P2 and get back here to talk to you wonderful guys.
Fantastic, mate. The pleasure's all ours. But what a season it's been, and really summed it up, didn't it? That battle between you two guys. But fantastic. OGT second in the championship, I believe. So fantastic performance to you. Second tonight, mate. Second in the championship. Well done.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, it's been a mint season. I'm glad to have grabbed a P2. And yeah, bit of bragging. I won my own league, so yeah, me and Jason 2 for 2. Keep it going there, host.
Exactly right. Host OP.
Thanks, boys.
So Wilco, not one to brag, as we know, but then we'll move along to our race winner. Great stuff, OG. Binger, mate, fantastic race tonight. Talk us through it.
Yeah, thanks, Trev. Yeah, big thanks to you and Jace for the season again, mate. Great job. Always a pleasure talking to you boys here. Yeah, had a great race with OG there. I got a ripper start. I pulled a little gap and I saw that name I didn't want to see flash up, and I thought, oh no, it's all happening again. And after the safety car, yeah, OG just pressure. I was shitting myself that last lap, to be honest. But yeah, like he said, mate, he raced fair. He could have probably thrown it up the inside a few times there, but big respect to him. Always a pleasure racing with him. And more than anything, I want to give a big shout out to me teamie,
Yes.
Wolfie.
Oh,
P7.
He drove his ass off. He worked out this. I gave him a little help on a setup. He drove the ass off that car. And sick. Like, he is absolutely crook. Yesterday he could barely talk, and he's in here competing P7, best result for the year. So I'm more stoked for him tonight.
It is actually P6, by the way, too, because Roddy doesn't actually get any points. So
That's right,
P6.
Unreal.
Sure, we're not going to get the end of that tomorrow night. Another commentator, Trev, with you that just likes to brag.
Rightio, good stuff.
All great season, boys.
Fantastic stuff. Well, that is almost a wrap. Thank you, Binger, OGT, and Sniper. For your first podium of the season. Thank you, Wilco. Do we have Voodoo around?
We have Voodoo here. So our champion, of course, didn't go too well tonight. He had a couple of big crashes. But Voodoo, mate, just give us your thoughts on the season. And yeah, just let us know what it's like to be a champion of KRL again.
Yeah, it was would have been better if I could have finished that race. Bit disappointed, but yeah, nonetheless, season round out was, oh man, killer season from all the boys. Everyone's put in a fuck ton of work throughout this season. It's been an incredible 10 rounds. I was on that carry on from a mistake at Silverstone in round 1. But yeah, like, it was incredible drives the whole way through, and you know, these boys that you see in every week in the podium and stuff like that, you know, they've pulled so much out of me this season to just be able to pull the times that I've been pulling just because I wanted to win a couple of races. But yeah, at the end of the night, it was a bit disappointing, but those things happen, and back to the drawing board. Maybe no more setups for people, but you know, things go different ways. And yeah, just incredible racing by OG and Binger. We've been fighting it out the whole season, you know, for 10 weeks, just battling week in, week out. And yeah, it's been absolutely solid. Really good to see Sniper into the podium as well. And you know, he gets my driver of the day vote for tonight.
Sorry, Binger.
Same.
But I've got to give props off to Wolfie for his drive
that's
tonight.
my driver of the day.
That was absolutely incredible to watch those final couple of minutes from the pit bag. Bring the man in. Bring the man in.
Voodoo, well done, champion. You deserve
Good on
it.
you, champ. Yeah, man, you were the class of the field, mate. We were having conversations about how to catch
How
up
to
and
get
what to
you,
do with you.
That's it. That's how good you were, mate.
Yeah, brother,
Yeah,
dominant.
Cheers, boys. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to have this pace next season. I'm thinking about maybe changing cars and all that kind of stuff, so that all my setups are, yeah, my setups are going to become secrets from here on out.
That's it.
But yeah, at the end of the night, cheers, boys. Cheers,
He's
Trev,
the man.
and cheers, Wilco.
Round of applause.
And now we've got
Well done, mate.
the myth, Wolfie. Well done on P6, boy.
Round of applause.
He comes
Incredible
in coughing, putting a bit of
driving
mayo on
this
it, mate. You're not that bad, are you? No, mate, P6 tonight. It was P7, but I think it was P6 overall because Roddy doesn't get any points. So, mate, what a fucking race. You got that Nissan worked out in the last race of the season.
I have to thank Binger and OGT for being on my back for the last 3,000 laps that I was practicing at Bathurst. My only problem was I heard a yellow flag and I lifted off because I didn't know where it was, and I lifted off at the wrong place, got some oversteer and came unstuck. And then I saw Ridey and Kilroy go round. I got in front of them, and Ridey came up on me and sort of took me on the straight, and then I had to back out of that, and Kilroy came through me, but I'm very, very happy. I got through there without turning it around the wrong way, hit a couple of walls, but nothing too dramatic. So thank you very much, lads. I appreciate the fuck out of everyone. Also, don't question Binger's bargain basement setups either, because he's nailed it. Thank you very much.
$24.95.
My pleasure, mate.
Coach Binger.
Keep your eyes open for a bargain there, Wolfie. Fantastic, mate. We're getting a bit excited up here at the commentary box. We thought you could have been on for a podium, mate, but congratulations. straight to bed. You've joined us anyway, mate, so good stuff. But straight to bed for you, mate. We want you to rest up for tomorrow night. We've got the longest stream of the season.
Yep. Thank you.
So it's going to be...
have some orange juice, pineapple juice, any other citrusy juice you can, mate.
Yep, and check out the specials at BWS or whatever you need to do, mate, but get it done. But fantastic tonight, congratulations. We're all behind you, mate, and your best result of the season. Good, very nicely done.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Great stuff. Nemo, good night to you. Binger has not got driver of the day. I think Scotty has got it, Sniper. So,
Yeah, good call.
Well deserved, mate.
Yeah, bloody oath.
Binger, you didn't do too much wrong there. So, but anyway, Scotty, fantastic performance, your first podium and driver of the day. So fantastic to you. Thank you, Wilco. We're almost, that's our lot, I think. We're almost done for tonight.
Yeah, we are. So another season done for these Tier 2 boys. So definitely a very, or a much more competitive season than we have had in the past, which is also good things for the future. But yeah, Voodoo too good. And Binger too good tonight, OGT too good on Saturday night, and Wolfie, you're too good tomorrow night, and Sniper, you're too good on the driver of the day. So well done to everyone. Absolutely pleasure of commentating another season. Well done, Trev, again. We'll get the big emotional I love you and everything tomorrow night. For tonight, well done everyone, well done to you two boys. Good job.
Thanks, man.
Catch you next season.
Thanks,
Yeah,
boys.
awesome.
Great
Awesome.
stuff. There we have it. We are almost out of time. Big thank you. We do love you, the viewers out there. Jason, congrats to a great season. Very good to watch. Solid season. Cheers to OG Binger for fighting it out for 10 weeks. Going to be insanely close next season. Congrats to everybody tonight. Fun series to watch. Not able to watch every race, but love it, boys. Thank you for that, Mitchie.
He did give us a nice little retweet last week saying it was a good thing to see a series doing a mental health round. So that's thanks for that.
Yeah.
As my Siri just decides to, I said Mitchie, not Siri.
I'm sorry.
Cheers for you.
I can't talk to you right now. And there we have it. So we'll let you have an evening with Siri. But we are out of time, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, we are not completely done and dusted in this KRL season. Tier 1 tomorrow night from the same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Stay safe, stay well, be kind to one another, and we'll see you again tomorrow night. But it's bye for now.